Hello. Okay. Hi. I'm finishing my ice cream and I'm there. I swear. Okay. Hi guys. Hey. Hi everyone. So, hey. It's good to see you guys back. It's been a while. Okay. So, hey guys. Just wanted to have a small talk with you guys. It's been quite a while. Ideally, I want to make the spacing between life shorter, but we'll see about that. Other than that, um, hope you guys had like a wonderful afternoon, hopefully. And yeah, it's going great. Damn, it's been quite a while. Let me grab my small fan. That feels good. Feels really good. Okay, it looks great. Goes there. Okay, hopefully everything is set up properly. Whew, damn. Okay, so yeah, I had a wonderful weekend. I hope it is the case for you guys too. Mm, let me know. What are you guys up to? What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been doing? Be interesting to know, to see like what's been up. So yeah, quite interesting. Personally, I've been going to the cinema and I watched Superman, which was really good. I was very like I found it crazy how good that movie was and how it conveyed like a good story without having to like do nothing about it. This is like insane. I was very like surprised by the movie, how good it was, and like how enjoyable it was. For the past movie I've seen, I think it is one of the best, and I was really happy to be able to see it and to be able to like enjoy it, especially in the cinema. I was checking with my girlfriend, the one available for streaming, and I did that just after going to the cinema and seeing the difference in between like the quality of the two. Crazy. The only thing I disliked about the cinema experience was that it's a movie with a lot of bass, like deep sounds, and I love those kind of sounds. Like it goes crazy hard on like emotion, conveying sensation and stuff. But my issue was that the cinema had a problem with the screen, which made it vibrate and created like some sort of like undulation on the screen, which was very annoying, like very very annoying. So yeah, that was something, but can't do anything about it. Um, you, at some point you end up like seeing past that, so it's fine. But yeah, the beginning it was weird because like I thought it was part of the movie, and I was like, it's still a weird way to display like undulation and stuff. And then you understand and you try to look past it, but sometimes it eats you and like it gets you out of the movie. I don't know. Like it's not their fault. The screen is like loose or something. I don't know if they can fix that easily, but yeah, it happens. I really enjoyed the plot. I think for once, like in a while, um, I thought like, wait, good. For once in a while, I thought like it felt good that I didn't plan on like I don't know how to say it, but like most of the movie nowadays are like pretty. You can guess what's gonna happen next pretty easily. And as we were going through the movie, it felt organic and it felt good to see the movie because like the plot wasn't like straight up explained from the beginning and you had to go through it. Like every time was like a big surprise and it felt really good, which is something I don't see a lot from like superhero movie nowadays. I feel like personal opinion. So that felt good too. I still need to see. So this is a DC movie. I still need to see Thunderbolts because I know a lot of people have been saying some really good things about it, and like, um, it feels like a really good movie overall. The Void seems like such a good character. So yeah, these are things I want to look for. I don't know if it's still available in cinema. Hmm. I haven't seen Captain America either. I was kind of disappointed in like the whole what do you call it? The everything they did about the movie overall. Like the advertisement was felt like very pushed. The whole what do you call it? The whole like Red Hulk was already spoiled from me, like in teasers and stuff. I don't know. I feel like even without even watching the movie, I know what's gonna happen, which doesn't make me want to watch the movie at all. Which crazy to me. I don't know. Yeah. So today, I wanna code some simple stuff I had in mind for a while. So basically, I wanted to code um, AI correction inside of Houdini for, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I wanted to code some sort of like AI correction inside of like Wrangles, and I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how it's gonna go. I've got like high hopes, but I'm not sure how it's gonna work in the end. I don't know. It should be fine, but it's been a while. First that I've opened Houdini on my own computer. So used to like work on like work computers and remote in. We'll see. Should be fine. So basically, I want to create some sort of like HDA recipe. I think that's the name. One of those recipes and stuff. Um, and instead of like chatting with ChatGPT and stuff, um, letting him correct my codes straight from Houdini itself. I think that would be pretty thick, and I think I want to look into how to do such a thing with the least amount of like, I wouldn't say work, but the least amount of like code as possible. I know there's gonna be like some stupid stuff I need to think about, such as keys and stuff, but I don't know. I think it should be fine. At the same time, I don't want to like, just for correction purposes. I don't want to like create the full code. I don't know. Maybe you put like commentary. Okay. Should be fine though. I'm just opening up. Houdini is gonna take a while. Hopefully it works. What? Okay. The fuck? Okay. 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 So, what are we gonna do? I want to test it out. pretty cool. And I want to code this inside of an attribute triangle. Ideally, I would love to have something like this. Write something wrong, and then it auto corrects the code for me. This will be like crazy good. I think that would be sick. So let me do that real quick. God damn. Okay. So let's write a good code first. So what I'm gonna do is write a sentence called at p.y equals to random at ptnum. So it's gonna give me a random number between 0 and 1 based on the ptnum, which is a point number. Because it's a grid, every point's gonna have like a unique number. And that's random number between 0 and 1 gonna be set to p.y, creating like a noisy value. Good. Cool. So talking about interface, I think it would be good to have like a UI for this. UI being solely just straight up one button and that's it. A button. Where are the button? I may need to look at like good old code. So inside of code, yeah, group stuff, number count, what the fuck? Thread job size. So just above the vex expression, let's code it, how I'm gonna call it, GPT correct, yes. Cool. GPT correct. Apply, and we get a button, great. Which is called GPT correct. Click it, it's gonna correct it, send back the code. Okay, I think that's pretty cool already. So we're gonna use a callback script. Ideally, we wanna run like an outside script. Where that script is gonna be is a good question though. Yeah, that's right. Where am I gonna store this? I should have something called Houdini. Game Boy is not something I'm looking for. HDRI loader. Don't think that fits. Maybe I have some other ones. File. Commit. I want to check my GitHub. I should have something called, oh, I got something called Vex. That's good. Okay, I'm just gonna create a new folder. That's cool. That I'm gonna go call, sorry. Folder. GPT correct. Cool. Inside of this, I'm gonna have my entire code. Cool. Let me create a new main.py file. Okay. I don't need Copilot right now. I don't think I need it. It's gonna be a lot of like back and forth for me to remember how I was doing stuff. Hello world. Cool. Now the entire goal. Let me grab Windows. Okay. The entire goal would be to manage to run an external script. Code viewer is not what I'm looking for. Python source editor. All I'm gonna try to see first is the console. Do I have the console with me? Nope. Animation. The console should be somewhere around here. Okay, shell? Nah. Not at all what I was looking for. Damn. Let me just try something. Print. Hello worlds. Okay, here is the console. Cool. Cool. So that works. Now, when I want to press this button, I want to call the script I created. For now, I think the best way possible would be to import a full path, which there's a way to execute code. Damn. Bam. Okay. I think it should be good with import. And then I type the full path. It's not very ideal. Maybe I could change that. How? It's a good question. Copy path. For now. Would that works? You know what? Let's just straight up Google it. Houdini Python execute external script. External script, I guess. So Houdini ships with several built-in nodes, and okay, you can use Python script node. I don't want that. Sorry. Well, maybe with. Oh damn. I know what. If I create, I don't know if I create a recipe, but I could store Python code within a node, and call that node. That would be thick. Just watch. Hi. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's what I'm looking for, though. Probably hard to tell. No more tears, my heart is dry. Um. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Yep. Cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't think you guys can hear any of what it says, but it's quite interesting. Now it should be good.
This is exactly what we want if we want to store our own
Okay.
modules and reference them inside any of these nodes or anywhere in Houdini. So because you don't really want to go ahead and because there's actually another option for us to Houdini install path and also Python X basically library list. There's a you just want is sys.path. So let's actually which basically in a document Houdini zip file there's going to be a packages folder. Inside these packages there's basically all of the tools that use packages going to put its own JSON file. So this is my JSON file, which is very simple, which is basically just creates an env of the Python path, and this is my other one. But look at this only Python path. So I'm just going to link actually the very awesome and awesome article for this doing away with the Houdini env, which basically these packages are the new way we can get our environment variable set up once we start. I have basically I have also my global path and scripts is where my Python
Okay.
scripts holds out. So forget about this. I can actually reference now this my global environment variable. Let me copy it. And let's say I want to import. So let's say I have some of these files where maybe I store my geometry. So I just put down a file node. What I can actually do is put down a dollar sign and paste inside global. We can actually this is going to happen when we press on it. So
Wait, what did he write?
there's actually there's like callback inside our Houdini. So let's go to the actual content first. Let's take a look at what I actually
Okay.
wrote inside this.
Okay. Double dash import double dash
Clear.
double
So this is basically a
underscore,
callback script. So
and it calls a function called their last parm.
this is going to
Okay.
happen when we press on it. So there's like callback scripts also like for something like let's put in a string. Yeah, let's put in a string applied. You see there's also a call by script for it. So you might think, but what's the point? Basically, this is what happens when you press like enter. So let's try it out. Uh, so now nothing happens, but inside our label, let's actually print out something. Let's print out some sort of a text like that. Let's apply it. So now that I press enter, you can see it's basically Python default. Basically, it's a print. It's basically going to print it out. You see, once I press
Okay.
enter inside my parameter, it's going to do it
Okay.
like that. So you can see it's that. Now all you have to do is import.
Okay. Modules on disk. Houdini automatically adds any $Houdini path / Python libs directories into the Python path, meaning packages and modules inside those directories can be imported in Python code. That's pretty cool. For example, to import a module's Python's mystuff.py, import mystuff.function. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. That's the usual. So far, we get. If you're trying to keep your script a single line, for example, in a parameter expression or callback, you can use Python built-in $import function to import a module and immediately access its attributes. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That would mean that's pretty cool though.
Import it. So there's a long way we can import it. So import like we did with the sys dot import sys, and then we can reference it. But since there's really not much
So that would mean that my
place for us
script,
to
has to be okay. Let's do it properly. Let me close that down. Let me save that into a random dchan document, I guess. Houdini, there should be a Houdini file. There's no Houdini file. It's been too long. There's no Houdini file though. Houdini? Okay. Testing stuff. Doesn't matter. Cool. Okay. It saves. Can close that down. Cool. We can put that aside. Okay, I'm gonna deal with you later on. I'm gonna need you back on in a few seconds. Okay. So if we go to my documents, I guess we should get Houdini 20.5. Nice. And from there, where do we go?
now
User preferences. Okay. Oh, I understand what it was talking about. Okay, let me just do Google search. Modules on disk. Houdini. Okay, Python script location. That's good. Okay. Add any Houdini path / Python. User pref directory. Okay. I don't have that folder though, so I would need to create one. But what it told us about with that other link it was talking about. this one. Doing away with Houdini.env. Doing away with Houdini.env. Okay. This is sort of equal to a previous post. Okay. Side effects as a documentation page. Okay. Okay. So what it is saying, okay, where should those be saved though? Houdini packages. Okay. Yes. Slash. Okay, so I have to create a folder called packages, which I don't have one yet. So new folder packages, I guess. If I jump straight in, then, okay, I could create a new file, I guess. So it's a JSON file, right? Okay, Houdini packages are, sorry. So Houdini packages are written in JSON, which is a bit finicky to say the least if you're not used to dealing with JSON. I've seen a bit of JSON. I'm not the best. It's basically a bunch of key values pairs in a hierarchy structure. Each object is structure is surrounded by curly braces. That's so far fine. The file itself is one of this. So you are going to have a pair of curly braces opening and closing the file as a whole. Any environment variables you want to store are another object named env. This object is internally in a list of environment variables you want to adjust, so it's going to be surrounded by square braces. Okay. Okay. And the method to append core. Gotchas. Of course, because it's Houdini, it can be that easy. There's specifically named keys in Houdini packages, file that you'll frequently see so-called path. This has nothing to do with the path environment variable set above. It's actually a shortcut for Houdini path. Worse still, it automatically assumes that you're using the prepend method, whereas the env key assumes you are using the replace method. This trips up a lot of people when they're trying to do anything more complex in packages than adding something to Houdini path. You might even see this in some widely distributed packages out there on the internet. If things start to fail when you're combining multiple packages together, it's worth taking a look there and seeing if they're following the right syntax. Okay. Following our previous example for Houdini Redshift packages, we still need to add the Redshift plugin to Houdini path to complete the install. Using the special path key, our packages will look like this. That is crazy. I think we're only interested in the first half though. I want to see what the other guy did. Where did he show this? Okay, now it talks about it. He shows a bunch of stuff. Okay, here. What did you do? Okay. I think we need to follow a similar syntax to this. Okay. Damn. Python path. Okay. So I would have something new file, which would be something like Python and dot, sorry, dot JSON. Yes, sir. Then I would open this up inside of here. Cool. In terms of syntax, we're looking for this, but don't care about any of this. Good. Okay, so I think, yeah, we need to append the path. Yeah, for sure, for real. So we're gonna call this like vex code. Cool. Right click, copy path, boom, control V. Oh, shit. Yeah, this. Thank you. So this is fine. Finally wrote. Method append, nice. And now we can say that the Python path, is it this way? I'm not sure about that. Yes. Is equal to dollar, okay, vex code, double slash, GPT correct. I think that's fine. Why is it red? Though trailing comma. It doesn't have a trailing comma, that's right. Okay.
And this is my other.
At least for him that does work. I don't know. Could test it out. Launching Houdini and see if it works. As easy as that. Cool. Hopefully it works. What I'm a bit worried about is like reloading packages. I'm deving, so yeah, fine. Close. I don't want to see any of you. Okay. I want to use. Oh shit. But I called it main. I'm so dumb. Okay. I'm gonna call it another way later on. Just to test if it works, let me just pull this. Do import. Is this a way? Hard to say. Yes. No function. I just want to import main and see if it works. No module called main. That could have been expected. because I'm pretty dumb. I don't want to spend my time opening and closing down. Let me rename that. GPT corrector. Yes, sir. Let me rename this too while we're at it. And let us check if correct. Cool. Cool. I want to check if Houdini loaded our environment stuff. Houdini. Help about Houdini. Cool. Python. Cool environment. Python home. Cool. But I don't see any about Python, but nothing about Python path. Path X. Cool. Okay. So yeah, no, I don't see anything. What did I do? Cool. But I don't see anything about Python path though. So it didn't work. Other than that, I called something Vex something. Can we see it though? No. So both is a no. Cool. So the package didn't work. Either we wrote it wrong. Or there's something different about it that I don't know about. Okay. Let's bring out the documentation again. Houdini packages goes to specifics where you can put this packages file, but the usual directory where file typically goes on your system plus / packages. Oh, there are packages. 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 Environment. Okay, it doesn't put like even the method. I want to do it things properly though. Maybe I was wrong to bring like backward slashes like Houdini usually does. Fuck. Yes. Yes, sir. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay. It's Houdini 20.5 / packages. Houdini 20.5. Let me just check if I can like log in or something like this. Maybe it's gonna work. I hope it works. Okay. We back. Maybe this time it works. Me.
Hola.
Heyo. Hello, Neo. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I don't like what I'm seeing here. So Python home, Python buffered, Python for some reason. But I can't see for the life of me something called Vex code. Cool. Cool.
J'adore le canard, c'est nouveau cas.
Hey, yeah, it's new. I wanted to have like a way for you guys to talk on stream and for it to be displayed and for me to have an audio feedback. So the canard is here and it's saying whatever you guys are saying. 5 like leaving. Bye. Fuck me. I don't know. I don't want to do something complicated. That's what pisses me off the most. 2.5. Houdini import script is not located in the same folder. I meant Python, but whatever. Python specifies the path to the file. Sys path.append my folder. Cool. Then you can import the file as usual. Okay. Tell me you can use Python. I tried that. Now. Okay. Okay. Import sys.path.app in my folder. Zero mind. Okay. I want to test something though. So Windows, Python something. Python. Okay. Let me test something. Control V. Okay. Now. That's not the right folder though. Let me close that down. Okay, cool. GPT underscore corrector. Okay. Import. GPT underscore corrector. Fucking go. Okay, so we got something. So we could, technically, we could have like a geo. Fuck me. Very dumb. wrangle this. Okay, okay. Then we could have like a button. One of this dude. A button right above the Vex. For now, we don't care about any of that. We could have like a... oh, that would be crazy. Okay. For now, let's keep it that way. Control C, Control V. Nice. And let me change the button stuff. So this is part of the GPT corrector stuff. GPT, let's see CR corrector. Okay, CRTR. Okay, I like it. CRTR corrector. Cool. And let's call this one path so we don't mix it up. Path and shit. Path. Okay, cool. Now let's change this one. GPT corrector CRTR underscore button, and then we call it GPT corrector. Cool. Nice. Anyway, the path's gonna be hidden anyway, so we don't care that much about the path. We just like Control C, Control V. That's nice. Doom. Import this. I think it's a comma. Sys dot append, and then it's gonna go crazy. Oh wait, you know what? Let's print. Okay, let's go step by step. Okay, first we want to print dot pwd dot name. What happens if we do that? Okay. Bound methods dot name. Maybe it's... wait, what if I do that? Cool. So then we can get a parameter, parm. And the parameter we're trying to get is a string. So let me get the name of this. Good. Control V. Okay. Fuck. I didn't place it correctly. I don't think I did. Control X. Dot parm. Shit. Okay, good. And then Control V. Apply. Okay. Dot. Oh, dot value. Something like this. Would that work? Shit. There's no attribute value. Okay. Pretty sure it's something like this. Okay. Houdini, Python. Module. Python. Module. Okay, package. Cool. Now I'm looking for parameter. Parm. Parm is good. Parm is what I'm looking for. Oh, eval is maybe what I was looking for. Set scope, I don't care about any of this. Eval was what I was looking for. Damn. I'm kinda washed. Please don't be. I'm kinda washed. I haven't done this in quite a while. When I say quite a while, quite a long time. Apply, okay. Okay, and we get the path, that's good. Click once, get the path, this is very good. Okay, so this is exactly what we want. Let me Control X this. Place it somewhere safe, such as here as a comment. Cool. Cool. So now we import down sys. Cool. Then we do sys dot append. Let's append nothing, but just see if it works. Sys has no attribute append. Wasn't what we were just doing? Here. Shit. Okay, cool. Oh, sys.path that happened. I'm dumb. Okay. Sys.path.happened. Cool. Okay, I don't see any error. I'm gonna say it means that it's good. So once we appended this, we want to append it with the path we put here, which I'm gonna make it. Don't worry about me. Fuck. Okay, cool. Which is here. Control V. Yes, sir. Once it's done, comma, and we do import GPT underscore corrector. And crossed fingers, it works. Not sure about this. We'll see. Fuck. No do cold named. Shit. Let me ask my good fellow ChatGPT. Would this work? Can work, but we have a few important things to keep in mind. Would a PW get the current? Yeah, I know that. Okay, does the path exist? C/user. Yeah, the path does exist. I'm pretty sure of this. Then, does the GPT corrector.py, GPT underscore corrector.py exists? It does. But I do agree on, let me check the name first. GPT underscore corrector. Let me rename it, Control C it. Okay. Okay. Let me get there. Just to be sure, Control V. Okay, it should be. I don't have the same error. Okay, nothing is happening though. But I told them to print hello world though. Apply? What? What is it doing? Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, that looks good. And nothing is happening. Once you're done importing it, print, I don't know, done. Okay, so import it without an error, but it doesn't launch. Okay. Weird. Queue up. That's weird. Okay. Shit. Come back. Yes. I shouldn't. Okay. Let me do a few things. Okay, let me get that. Import this. Cool. Okay, path is equal to this. Cool. I want the, before doing any of this, print path. Cool. Then sys.path.append path. Cool. And then we import GPT corrector and then print down. Cool. Okay, it did send the correct thing and done. Correct thing, done. But I don't see any execution though. Because like if it would have had executed it, would have printed at a world, which it did not do. Oh shit. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. Okay. Maybe I'm banging my head too hard on this. Let me just Python environment variable would have been good if only it worked. If only it worked. Okay, let me try another way. We didn't have any of this before, but I do have a Houdini environment file. Could come here and do a Python path equal to crazy stuff. Okay.
Hello, Chan Chanu.
Hello, Lauren. Hey, yo. Reminds me of responding to your message. Done.
What are you doing?
Good question. What am I doing? Losing myself into Houdini right now. I wanted to create something quite simple, but for the life of me, I cannot make it simple, apparently. So Xcode equals to value. Okay, cool. I got this. So the main goal is to make it so Houdini whenever I click on this button, correct my code using ChatGPT. So I don't have to go back and forth. It just does it for me.
No fun if not complicated.
That's what I'm talking about. Now we understand ourselves. If it's not complicated, it's no fun. So there's no interesting stuff to be happening there. Let me... Python... Wait. Python path. This is the name.
Ooh, it's a cheating button, lol.
Cheating button. Are we there? No, it's not a cheating button. What you... Now. Kinda. Technically kinda. But what do you want me to say? Like, it's for the better. First of all, discard and quit. Let's relaunch Houdini for the third, hopefully the last time. A cheating button. What are we talking about? There's no way you call it a cheating button. Yeah, I know my license is expiring. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about licenses yet.
You've got a nice shirt, Vo, my dear sir.
What? Me? Having a nice shirt? No, I kind of like it. Yesterday I went to the cinema. I was wearing a shirt. I was like, kind of fits me. I want to put it on live stream. Until I cleaned it up last night, ready for the live stream, and I was just waiting for it to happen. And once it is happening right now, I'm pretty happy about it, and I'm very glad you noticed it. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, okay, news. We do have Vex code right there. Cool. And now we should have something called Python path that leads to GPT corrector. That is cool. What that means is that we could technically do a geometry. Okay, first of all, let's do a Python source editor. Do a double underscore. Import double underscore. In parentheses, call GPT underscore corrector.
You're acting like the meme where people dress in sweats for a wedding and then dress all pretty for a stream. Lamau.
Yeah, my live stream is important. I dress well for my live stream. You know? I don't think I would go that way though. Fucking go. So it worked. It's displaying Hello World. So that's cool. Now, what we gotta do is create a button, and when we click it, it displays Hello World. That would be sick. Let me. Sorry. Cool. Dude. Sorry. I got lost in my mind.
Blah 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 blah. La tempête.
What is going on? Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. TR? Cool. And corrector. Good. Control V. Apply. Accept. Boom.
Private joke. Wink wink.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Don't worry. Wink, wink. Yeah. Why it doesn't work? Come on. It should work though, right? Callback script, import GPT corrector. Do I have to have a function for this? I don't understand. Because when I do it here... Oh wait, I don't have a console anymore. Is it normal that it's not working? Why? come on. What the issue now? Houdini console.
I am
Console.
realizing that I need to manage to put a fucking lamp in my suitcase to upgrade your stream. I hope I'll have promotion afterwards.
Yeah, you need to manage to put a fucking lamp in my suitcase just so I'm not that dark. And my window back there is not that bright. What kind of promotion do you want? Last time you wanted Ducker, whatever his name was, to be paid? No, what? Am I supposed to pay you now? Where are we going with this? Hello, the main question, how to bring the window up unless it opened by itself or if it closed, or can it be done? I believe that normally Houdini starts with showing this window just up in that.
A McDonald breakfast.
A McDonald breakfast. What a good idea you have there. That's crazy. A McDonald breakfast for the light you bringing me. I think it's worth. It's worth the price. If the lamp works when you
With a lot of poppy pop.
with a lot of puppy pop, we like this now. That's crazy. A lot of puppy pop.
Yeah.
How's the AI saying? Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of puppy pop, you say? God damn. Yes, on one condition and one condition only, which is that a lamp works when it get there. Otherwise, not sure. If the console closed, then it open again.
Oh,
by
yeah,
itself
my
when
dear
closed.
sir.
Next, print F. Sorry, the console is not reappearing. Oh yeah, my dear sir. I hope you make it happen. I would be very glad if you do. I don't understand though. Okay. So lay a little bow. Let's sit on a man. Patient. Me. I don't understand though. Let me just import.
I bet it will work. I'll
I-
wrap it well. And I have a second one in case I need a second try. Lamau. Hoping not though.
Yeah? No, yeah, I swear to you, I hope not. Ooh, the PWD. Dot parm. And we're gonna call this snippet. Dot fuck me. Dot set to hello Houdini. That's good. What are you saying? Yes, you're correcting the hello. I'm down for that. I don't care. Cool. So I'm clicking and nothing works. Cool. Python. It's called snippet, right? Yes, it is called snippets. No, I'm sure you're gonna do a great job, Lauren. I'm not worried about it. Even if it doesn't work, like it's not your fault. You would have done your best. You know, same for my computer. I packed it as well as I could. It's by the end of the day not my fault it didn't work when it arrived. It is how it is. To be okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bam.
What I am more worried about is Laduan, though.
I don't think you have to worry about this. I brought like computer screens, my 2 screens right there, brought them in my suitcase. It didn't like, it wasn't like a big deal at all. Shit. I hate this.
True. We'll see, I guess.
Yes.
Mal.
You don't have anything to like, declare, so you should be fine. Why though? Why? Houdini. No. Reload packages. Python. Where do I reload a Python module? Import lib, import reload. Okay, let's do that though.
Yes, I have. I have to declare my love for you.
Yeah. A lot of things to declare then. It's gonna take a while. When are you arriving though? We need to discuss about that again. I don't remember all the details. And if you sent me a message with details, that would help me a lot. Python. Cool. Cool. So, should I have changed the name? Let's do boom. Cool. Import lib. No. Fuck. Okay.
Sent you a message for what? I isn't here.
I isn't here? Are you speaking English? Oh, I didn't hear. Okay.
Didn't.
Yeah, sorry. Took me a while to understand. From import reload. Cool. Icon type reload. Reload. Good. Dot reload, something like this. Or maybe it's reload and I put Control X. Nice. I think that would work. Fuck. Oh, it works. Oh. Shit. No. String. Attributes. Cool. Fuck me. Import GPT corrector. Cool.
Oh my god, I need to show you my dream
computer. Okay. Go on. Send it to Discord. Do you mean set? Object has no attribute set. Really? It's not set? So you've got evil, evaluation to evaluate. Fuck, yeah. No, you do have set, value, language, whatever. Ooh, maybe it's expression.
It's a PC
though.
you can build yourself and customize.
It's a PC you can build yourself and customize. Like any computer, like for real, like my computer, I can build myself and customize. What are you on about?
The lavender color one is so pretty.
That lavender.
No, a laptop.
Ooh, oh, framework. I remember this. Nothing changed though. What? Okay, the background changes. Oh, yeah, you get a tiny bit of color there. Is that it? Okay, the trackpad is changed. Okay. 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 Let's be a let's be a real one for once. i3. I don't think that is. Is that a good CPU though? Versus, I don't know, Ryzen 9. Let's compare it to the hardest one.
The screen is like a tablet.
Okay, 59 points. It's not the worst. I don't know if I'm comparing the right thing, but okay. Gotta check that it works for like most of the game, but okay. So you want to play games with that? You're gonna need the like.
It's not to play.
Oh, it's not to play. It's for like work. If it's for work, then you don't need that much. Still a bit
Just
of
for
memory.
write and draw.
Just to write and draw. Okay. Like, personally, storage. A minimum of storage would be necessary, though. A minimum. And operating system, I guess you don't need the Pro version, but like Windows 11 would be like what you would want. You don't care about the keyboard layout. I guess French would be the one you would go for. EU, UK. You're good for the EU one. Extension cards. 2 USB-C, USB-A, HDMI. Depends on what you need to do with it. I do agree that USB-C is good to have. At least one. USB-A. Could be good to have one at least. I don't think you need display ports.
Yeah, it's so cool you can switch them as you want.
Yeah. Storage extension cards. Damn. Already £1,000? This is quite a lot.
Like, you can buy them even though your PC has 3 ports. You switch as you need.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I'm not saying that's bad. What I'm saying is like, for the price, I wouldn't go for that. I don't know. There's something I kind of like. There was this whole, I don't know if it was framework or another one, but instead of computers was phones. Yeah, I think that's the one. Of course, depends on what you're doing. But I'm not convinced by this. I like the concept. It's very cool. Unfortunately, the price is very steep, I would say. Very high. And when are you changing this? You know? It would be weird to change this.
I mean, it's the price of an iPad.
Yeah, but not gonna lie to you, an iPad is
Even
more.
less.
I don't know. I think like with an iPad you can do different stuff for sure. iPads. I want to buy one. No, it's not. Same price as an iPad. Okay, the price has similar stuff. I has for 500 gigabytes. And gets us to 600 already. Let's keep it with only Wi-Fi stuff. Engraving, don't care about this. Let's say you don't have an Apple Pencil because, like, even though they display this, I'm not sure you're buying whatever. No, this is a screwdriver. I'm just
Isn't
dumb.
that the small iPad? I'm speaking of the big one, like your.
No, there is a difference in between the two iPads. So what I'm looking at right now is not a small iPad, it's still like the normal iPad. It has a new look of it that looks like the Pro versions, like mine, but it's still not like a tiny iPad though. You don't have a keyboard. Adding a keyboard would skyrocket the price to still less though. Trade in. Okay, if you trade in your iPad, though, no trade in. And with that, you have like 500 gigabytes of like storage, which for an iPad is like already pretty good. I don't know. It's not the big one. You're right. Which the big one would be iPod Pro. And this is without a stylus. So this is with a keyboard, but without a stylus. I think. So this is USB-C. I think the USB-C is better. And with the stylus, we get to around the same price. Okay. So now they have the same price. Positive and negative stuff. Positive, it has like a touch screen, which is really good because it's made for it. As a positive, you still have a keyboard, which for that price, which is what it's meant for. Negative, it's not a computer, so it's gonna be painful because like everything you're gonna have to do is like an app and gonna be controlled by Apple. So this is annoying. Like we're talking about any apps you want. You don't have like a dedicated Note app. You have to go through the Apple Note app, or you need to download like a specific like stuff for this to work. And this can be very annoying. So that's a point for this. But here, you can't detach the screen from whatever else you've got there. Even though you can turn it 180 degrees, 360 degrees. You don't have a stylus, though. Here you can. You can draw on top of this, which is great. It's the best. It's not at all the best, and it's not an iPad Pro, which is meant to last longer, which is meant to be more powerful. You don't get the more powerful like iPad ever. It doesn't have the cool colors. It doesn't have any of that, which is what you buy a Pro version for. You don't buy it just to get an iPad. You should buy it because like it has like professional stuff that are interesting and that would justify higher price. Yeah. Would I play on this? No, personally. But some people do. You are limited. You can play video games on top of this. You can only play, I don't know, iPad games, which are like mobile games on this. Personally, I found the concept cool.
I see.
Imagine there's a new, you want to upgrade the CPU. You would just have to like unscrew everything, set up a new CPU, and you got a new CPU for like, I don't know, 170 pounds instead of buying an entire new computer again. You have like a program with a screen, then you would just swap out the screen for a new one, and this would be cheap. Cheap to like entertain, cheap to maintain, cheap to keep going. So that's good. Imagine you want like a higher memory. you would just pay like the difference, which is like
Yeah. And if something
300
breaks,
pounds.
it's easy to replace a part.
Yeah. But do things break though? Like, what would break on such computers? I'm thinking about the battery. I'm thinking about the screen. And the screen looks like it comes with, I don't know. I don't know what works 100%, so I'm not gonna say something I don't know about. But it doesn't look. I don't know if the screen is easy to unset from the main thing. I don't know. I don't know about this. It should. Color-wise, I think it's pretty cool. I like the design. It's still a computer, so you can work easily on. Is it better than an iPad? I don't think so. Two different things. Depends on what you want to do. I think for Lauren, for example, which is like mainly in the spirit of like, oh, I can bring this everywhere I want, and it's cheap, light, and I can like work easily on it. It's interesting. More interesting than an iPad would be. Personally, I would go for an iPad knowing that Lauren already has one big computer. But that's my opinion and my vision of having like one huge computer and an iPad. That's my point of view. Do I work on my iPad to type test? Not that much. I write it down with my stylus, which we included in the iPad price. Do I know if that iPad is good? I don't know, because like I have a pro version because I work on it. I don't have like the normal version.
Now I'm not sure you can draw. I think the pencil is a thing to build the computer, in fact. Lamo.
No, you can't draw. This is a screwdriver. That's what I was talking about. This is a screwdriver. It's, screwing the stuff. But I'm pretty sure if it has a tactile screen, which I didn't see anything about it. Oh, okay. In Q3, so it's not already there. Is it a stylus? Stylus will be available in multiple colors. Am I dumb? I want to zoom in. So hard to say. Looks like a pencil. At the same time, like, look at the screws. They're super tiny. These are super tiny and kind of round. And the tip is kind of round. I don't know. They're still like stylus. So it talks about stylus. Sorry. iPad. Let's see a bit the specs. Tech specs. Cool. It has an A16 chip. Let me get this chip. I think you can draw. I don't know what Q3 is. A16.
WTF is that song, Lamau?
It's the best song ever. Okay. So, core, threads, hybrids, hyperthreading. I don't know what that is. Overclocking, none, above. A core, B core. Okay. Globally, more gigahertz into the Apple version. You get neural engine from Apple. I don't know what that says. GPU frequency. Okay, cool. GPU turbo. I don't know what that is. Technology. Cool, I guess. Max displays 3, 4. I don't think that is important in that case. Computer units 64 versus 20. I don't know what that change shader. This is for video games. Yeah. Don't they have like, oh yeah, this one is clearly the best. Maybe at the end. Single core performance. So in the single core performance, the Apple is better than this one. In the Geekbench single core, better. On the Geekbench multi-core, then it's the Intel. Cool. Then it's back to being... Do I see that correctly though? System memory. A fast memory will push the results a lot. The single core test only uses one CPU. I don't know what this means. Okay, I don't know what any of this means. Still wanted to check the size. Sorry. Display support, battery, operating system. For one thing for sure is that, like, changing any component on the iPad would cost so fucking much. And I can relate to that because like I broke a lot of things in my life. And so I know it's gonna be expensive as hell. Do you have the scythe though? Cool keyboard. I don't know where the size is. Okay, if that's a real life human hand, it's not that big. Take my hands. Okay. With this size approximately. It's not that big. Working on this would be more enjoyable, I think, globally. I still want to see the price of like a Chromebook. Because like when I think about work, the first thing that comes to my are these computers in my head. Shop for Chromebooks. Look at that, Lauren. You get the Samsung Chromebook. Like you love them. Okay. They have like less i3, i5, Core 5. Okay. 749 and 649. Let's change
Wow, you know to speak to me.
Wow. Yeah, I know to speak to you. Of course I do. Let me... It's pretty hard to tell. Take the Samsung one. You can't change anything about it, but it's cheaper. It's cheaper and has a lot less storage. I don't know. I still do think that for this price range, it's a bit expensive. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe not that much. "14-inch screen." I don't know what that represents. Launching soon, so we don't have price range. Cool. What is Chromebook Plus? Help. Cool. Understand. Okay, from £600. Okay. Then you get some crazy ones like this one. Okay, the processor is really shit though. You gotta sacrifice somewhere for a cheap computer. I don't know. Personally, I think it's a good thing, and the idea behind it is cool. I think if you're ready to invest that much,
It looks like we got from the high school.
yes. So back then, with Lauren, back
The
in high
one.
school. Okay, back then with Lauren, we got one of those, which I got exactly this one, and it's a chip computer with like a turnable screen with touchable
Yeah, same.
touchable screen. It was pretty cool though. I had some really fun times with them. Oh well, yeah, exactly this one. It was really cool. I think there are some better versions of this. Don't they do like chip MacBooks? Isn't the concept of MacBook being like some computers like this?
I could play The Sims on it during German lessons.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Calm down, Lauren. I don't think that is something you need to brag about. Okay, a lot more expensive. Is it a lot more expensive though? Oh yeah, 999. Yes, it is. Buy a MacBook with education savings and get AirPods with the eligible accessory of your choice. Cool. If you're a student, it's cheap though. The M4 is the same thing that you can find in like Apple.
MacBook, not on my watch.
It's pretty good though. If you wanna like have a good writing experience, it's good. They're very slick, steady. They're made in metal, so it's like pretty strong, not like chip plastic. And at the same time,
It's
they're pretty
annoying the
light.
format is not open.
It's annoying the format is not open. The format is not open, whatever that means. Let me skip from the Chinese music. I love this song, but like not now.
Like, page, socks.
Like Page sucks. Yeah. Not sure about this. I don't use that kind of stuff, so I don't know. You know better than I do. All I'm saying is like for approximately the same price, you could have a MacBook Air. In my head, it's a good MacBook.
Yeah, you know you can't open a dot page on Word or Google Doc.
I don't know about this, but then you can have like Word, and you don't care about this. Why would you care about this? Okay, so the only computers, portable computers, are either the Pro one or the Air one. Air one going for like £999, or the Pro, which goes for a lot more expensive one. Okay, good to know. 18 hours, 4 ports, 7 ports. About 1.24 kilo, which is like crazy light. I don't know. Personally, all I've seen is that we use Linux at a company, and any supervisors and stuff have like small MacBooks.
In any case, it's not for any time soon. I'll buy myself another computer or tablet.
Yeah, no, I know. What is that? macOS. Tashao. Tahoe? What is that? Tao. Is it like a new macOS thing? Are they bringing like glass stuff to Mac? I don't know. I love iPad OS. It's really good. Having a lot of good times with it. Okay. Now you do you. I'm pretty sure you'll find whatever is more suited for your application, and everyone has a different application which fits different needs. Pretty sure you'll find yours. But a good thing you showed me this. I think it's pretty good. I think the price is driven by the fact that it's like completely open to everyone to modify as I want to. Video encode. That is the thing I was looking for. Okay. I want to test this one. Lord, how? So, yeah, it's called Snippet. What? What? Okay. Interesting. Okay. Pwd dot parm snippet dot. I would have thought it would be that, which I found crazy though. You don't like the parameter? I don't know. Okay, let's test something else. Print. And then we want to print the evaluation. Eval. Okay. Okay, that is our new code. So apply. What? Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Then I don't see shit about it when I do it here. That annoys me a lot. That annoys me quite a bit. Quite a lot, though. You should tell me stuff, though. Come on. Where is my Python shell? Fuck it. Fuck this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Windows. I don't know. I'm a bit lost right there. See? My plan is to restart it. Code viewer. That is not what I wanted. Shell? No, we already told shell is not what I was looking for. What I want is like the come on, the Houdini, console. Shit, where is the console? Dashbox. What is Dashbox? Oh, okay. Let's relaunch Houdini. Damn, I'm pissed. I'm pissed for real. Ruinder. What are you guys up to? Um. Okay. Okay, my little sister is quite cute. She a triangle. She had this thing where I tell her stuff and she worries about it, but way too much, way more than any other human should like be worried about it. You know, it's quite cute, and I love her for that. I said to you, it's so innocent. CRTR corrector. Cool. Apply, and then I want to import. Fuck. Sorry. Good. Okay. Hello world. Print f at p dot. Fuck me. And then it doesn't work anymore. Cool. It works once. You press it once and that's it. Which is crazy to think about. Crazy to say crazy to everything. I don't understand. She she worries about like Nintendo stuff, which I find very cute. Sorry. She worries about like Nintendo stuff, which I find very cute. We were talking last time together about the the whole like Nintendo stuff where whatever you do, they have control over your console and they can like turn it off wherever they want for whatever reason and stuff. And it's working, baby. Baby. Cool. Yes, you can correct it. Dude, why? Is it something due to this specific version of Houdini? Import GPT corrector. Yeah. Let me create a function and call that function though. Def correct. I don't want any of that. Okay. Okay, print hello world, and then we set the value to hello world. Cool, cool, cool. It doesn't work. Cool. I forgot to do something, which is to set it to dot main? No, correct is what I called it, right? Let me check on the documentation how they do it at. Dot my function. Yes, dot correct. Call correct, correct. Cool, apply. Okay. It does. I swear it does. Let me refresh your memory by doing Python, this one. Now, import syslib, import lib, nice. Import GPT corrector, import lib dot reload GPT corrector. Nice. Okay. Okay, now we're talking at a world. Cool. Okay, we're doing some progress, which is nice. So, what was I talking about though? Okay, so she had this whole thing where she was scared about, like, you know, what Nintendo could do. And like, you don't have to worry about this because like it doesn't concern you straight away. It concerns players that want to have like liberty and stuff. And most of the time, it has been shown that Nintendo are not just assholes, and they tend to like listen to what people have to say. For example, a lot of people got like banned for random reasons using their functions and stuff that they created themselves, and for some reasons that I don't know, like importing a new game into your Switch 2 made you got banned, etc. And Nintendo has shown mercy and was like very, very helping with the people banning for no reasons or for wrong reasons, and they got the Switch back online as it should. I know my sister is not doing like crazy stuff with a Nintendo Switch, so she shouldn't be worried about any of that. But still, she is, because she's a good person and she tries to do everything as good as it should be have been done. And because I scared her, then she was scared. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's say I have something else, like velocity equals to 1. Okay. Okay, now I want to get that code. So instead of like set, let's say eval to evaluate. Let's say okay, this let's save it under okay, cool. Print snippet, good. Now we go there. It looks very messy, but trust me, bro. Apply, and then we correcting snippet, and we got that. Cool. So now all we gotta do is to communicate with ChatGPT. Let's do that real quick using the playgrounds. I think I need to OpenAI playground. Platform, playground. I don't know. Okay. Let me just sign up real quick. We can manage to do this. All I want to do. Get my way. Okay, so documentation. let's grab the latest. Let's go to quick start. That's quite interesting. Provides a simple interface, state-of-the-art model. Yeah, whatever. Build agents. Okay. I think that's one of the worst thing I've ever seen. Import OpenAI. Okay, from OpenAI. Okay, my bad. From OpenAI, import OpenAI. Cool. Let me then do a little def gen. This def gen, we're gonna have like response. Okay, sorry. So client equal OpenAI. For now, let's just keep it like this. Fuck you! I don't want any of that. Cool. I said no. Cool. So we got the client, and then once we get the client, we do response equal client dot completions dot create, and then we go model equal to GPT-4.1. I think we want the latest one, so yeah, 4.1. And then input, we may modify this text because I'm not convinced about this. Equals you correct the following code snippets. I don't want this. Let me do F. Fuck me. Code. Oh, snippets. Straight up. Snippet. Good. And then we would do something like /n. Fuck me. Okay. Only output the codes only. I don't know. Okay, so this is our response, and so we do response dot output underscore text, and so we return this. Okay. Print. Okay, good. And then we do oo.pwd. Nice. Dot parm. The parameter we're gonna modify is snippet dot set corrected. Cool. Okay, so this should approximately work. Looks like OpenAI is already defined. I'm not sure it's gonna be defined for Houdini though. We're gonna see about that. What did he say? Oh yeah, so no module named. Oh yeah. Houdini import module. Around trying to import Google Maps module into Dini, but having no luck so far. If you're getting unknown module errors or something similar, that's to import maybe something simple as pathing error. You can manually add a specific path to the system at runtime before you attempt to import any modules by using the sys.path.happen feature from Python. Yes, sir. Made a simple example where you can insert in the Houdini user profile folder. Okay. Okay. Bam, bam, ba, da, bam, bam. Python get module directory to retrieve a module path. Okay, that looks pretty legit. So let me do PowerShell, I guess. Import, okay. Python import OpenAI. Okay. And then we're gonna do print OpenAI dot underscore file underscore and fuck me underscore. Okay. Okay. So what we can do though is just say for now import this. Try from OpenAI, yeah. Except and then we do shit. Sys.path.append. Doesn't that work? You don't like it though. Yes, sir. Good. Okay. Try that. And no, thanks. Okay, so now, shit. Now you called OpenAI. Let's just remove this. What about now? Shit. Python core, Python core, Argel import. Shit. Scheiße. Sys.path.append. See user shen append data program. Yes, sir. Why doesn't it work though? What is your issue though? Why would you need that though? TBOY, BBN or $sign. Annoys me quite a little bit. Quite a little bit. Sorry. I'm gonna find a solution right now. But it was a path though, right? No. Yeah, it was. Completions. Dot create. Dot create. Model. GPT 4.1 dash oh no, say something smart. Okay. Okay. How? 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 How?
Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to install external Python modules that Houdini does not ship with. For example, SciPy. In this case, as you can see, I just drop down a Python node and try and do import SciPy, and you'll see that it's going to throw an error called no module called SciPy. Yep. So how do I install an external module into Houdini the easy way, without using Houdini Python path? So what you can do is you can just go to the window drop-down menu and click on shell, which will open the shell, where I'd like you to just copy the line that I just typed there, and then all the way at the end, modify it so that it...
Have you set this line into your description though? Yes. Okay.
It points to some path on your disk. So in this case for me, I just decided it will be on the D drive in a folder called example. Once it's done that, you can...
Okay. Let's take a quick second and do that. let me go into my D drive. Do I have a Houdini? Houdini. Nope. Let's me create a folder called Houdini and folder called Python. We should be good with that. Okay. Let me open up VS Code. Curl HTTP, whatever. D, yes. Yes, sir. Wait, I can just straight up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Control X. Okay. So what I need to do, from what that man said, Python shell. I know how to do that. Control Shift V. Cool. Fuck. What in what the guy typed? Curl. Yeah. Oh. He's like using like Linux. No, he's on Windows. No, he's on Windows, I swear. What did I type wrong? I thought I did it correctly though. What? What? Oh shit. No. Wait. Am I dumb? I think I didn't open the right thing though. What did this video?
You can see that we now have
Shit. It wasn't that video.
modify it so that it points to. Like you just copy, go to the window, Python node, and try and do import SciPy, and you'll see that install an external module called no module called SciPy. So how do I install an external?
Shit. Of course you don't understand though. Because I needed to click on shell. What? What? What is it? What are you doing? What? Hurry, let me not. I know mountain high enough. Close down. What? First, what did I type? Okay, let's try again. What? Okay, wait.
Module into Houdini the easy way, without using.
Oh. Um. How do you do ls in like Windows? Windows ls. I'm very confused. Windows ls. What is the name? They did not. Okay. Maybe it's CHDR. Okay. Fuck. No, that's not it. I don't have like him. Lord. That's a bit annoying though. Side effects. Side effects. What the fuck am I? Yeah. Program. Oh shit. Right. Side effects. Oh, there's only Houdini server. Oh. Weird. Oh, it's on the D folder. Damn. Wait, there's a Houdini folder in the D folder? Ho? Fuck this. This computer. The D folder. Houdini. Oh, this is mine. Where in the Lord are you stored? It's crazy. Oh, side effects. My bad. Okay. Good. Now, the curl stuff. Fuck. You. Done. That easy. If only I was not that dumb.
Houdini Python path. Okay. So what you can do is you can just go to the window drop-down menu and click on shell that I just typed there, and then all the way at the end modify it so that it points to some path on your disk. So in this case for me, I just decided it will be on the D drive in a folder called example. Once it's done that, you can see that we now have that get pip.py.
We do. Crazy. Cool.
File in that folder that we specified. So the next step is to install it into Houdini.
Python. Okay.
So what we do is we type Python, that is with an H, which means essentially the non-graphical version.
Okay. Then D. So far, so good. Mine is stored into a folder called Houdini, Python, and then get pip.py. The thing that I'm a bit doubtful about is that Houdini may be spelled with like all caps. It was spelled all caps. Once again, Dallas. Houdini. Cool. Cool. I'm so dumb. The guy typed.
Of Houdini.
Like, oh yeah. I'm so dumb. Okay. So it goes like into yes. And then it goes like does not exist in the current location.
And then the path to the file on disk where we downloaded get pip.py to. This might take a little bit depending on your internet.
Well, side effects software Houdini / Bean. And it just goes like straight up like, oh, wait. Oh, I can't. What? Python. And then D double dot Houdini. Python. Shit. Python was not found. It doesn't exist in the current location. Windows Poster does not load from the current location by default. You trust this. Instead type Python. Okay. Okay. My bad. I could have just read though. I'm dumb. Okay. And now it works. Oh, fuck. Me. Cool.
Speed, but once it's done, it'll tell you that it either successfully installed pip to Houdini or it did not. In this case, for me, it did. So let's just try and import or install SciPy in this case. So next step, on the next line, what I'd like you to do is once again type Python with an H once again, -m.
Okay. So, from what I understand, now I could go like dot/Python. Okay. Okay. Pip. Okay. And then it's done loading. That's cool. Okay. Is that it? So now, fuck this. If I do this, maybe I need to. Shit. Bullshit. Maybe I need to relaunch. Okay. And then I get an error. Yeah, because I don't specify an API key. Okay, cool. But then I could create. Could I? I don't remember how we're supposed to do that. Fuck. Okay. Okay, cool, thank you. A lot. Text and prompting. Okay. Instruction. That is what we're looking for. So many windows. Okay. Okay. Correct the following Vex code snippet. Only output corrected code. Correct the following Vex code snippet. Using knowledge on Houdini, I guess. Vex language. Okay. Cool. Now I need to add a fucking key. API key equal to API key. Cool. Let's do from load. Okay, environment API key. Yes, technically you could do something like this, or straight up just write it down and you guys don't see it. I want to do that just for test purposes. You know, the usual. What the fuck is my key though? No, I should have one laying around close by. So first of all, never do that. Could load it from like an environment file. Yes, I could. Okay. Good. Okay. Nice and easy. So, if we reload, a new error. What? Missing requires. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, gen snippet. So client the completions it creates. Missing require arguments. Expected is a model and prompt or model prompts stream arguments to be given. Okay. Okay, we're doing some progress though. Okay. And we have modal input. Does input work? What's wrong with what I've said? Okay. Input. Yes, sir. Okay, let me test this different format. Response. That's dumb of me. Okay, so what did we say as like the developers stuff? Okay, correct the following code snippet, following vex code snippet using Dini vex language only output the code. Okay, roll user, and then we'll play that by snippets. Cool. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. That's cool. I'll put the text. That seems cool. Seems like it's gonna work. So if we apply, it loads. Boom. Let's fucking go. Because velocity is a vector. Hey, V, that's cool. So let's say I had a comment saying like, write a code to move position on Y randomly for each point. And the code is like at P okay, P dot Y equal rand. I give him pieces and stuff, but you know, it doesn't work. I say p.y plus equal. Okay, it didn't correct it fully, but I p.y. That's cool. Let's go. Okay, it works. Cool. Hey yo, only 2 hours and 47 minutes to make it work. Let's go. It was probably easy to make it work. The only issue I had was to make like external Houdini, external modules work in Houdini, which was kind of painful. But like, yeah, going through this. Okay, pretty happy with that. Feels good. Cheers. Makes me think. I want to show you guys something. Okay. It was pretty cool to explore. Sorry. Closing down stuff because like I know I have like opened Pandora box by letting my key being like straight up open stuff, which I don't like at all. But yeah, don't worry about this. I'm gonna close everything down just so to be sure. Let me close. I don't need that. I would need this. And I think the rest of you guys can go. Okay. Cool. Check this out though. So, I coded something this weekend that I found quite interesting and I wanted you guys to see it because I think it's pretty cool though. And so the whole goal was to dev something that would turn any audio. So basically, yes, sir. What do I change the size though? Change the size. Fuck. Hey, you know what? Let me show you something else though. Paint. I don't know if I got this. Coded my own paint. Cool. Yes, sir. I want to take you into this. Yes, sir. And I want to save it as paint. Save. Cool. So, basically, yes. So basically, I've got like, first, it all starts with YouTube. Because YouTube has a lot of songs. And from YouTube, we get a link, cool, and we download it as a MP3 file. So we do have now a .mp3 with our song. So the song .mp3. That's cool. So this is the first step. From there, easy peasy. So from there, from downloading the song, we isolate it with like vocals, drums. Let me draw some drums. Vocal, drums, vocal, drums, other, and bass. Cool. So basically, bass are low sounds. Drums are drums, which are like kicks, basically. Vocals is a singer voice. And then you have like all the other instruments together. So this split the song.mp3 into all of this. It all saves them into MP3 because this step is very long. This is the most time-consuming step that could take like minutes to calculate. But it's normal. It's writing down like an entire new song with only just the basses, only just the kicks, only just the vocals and stuff like this. So yeah, we care. Let me change the color. It's one of the worst color picker ever, but whatever. We only care about this, the instruments and the singer. Why? Because the whole goal is to transform it into a flute. And a flute can't do kicks, nor can it do very deep sounds. It's very high pitched. So we only care about the instrumental stuff and the singer. We combine this into one new .mp3 file. And from that, so it's from that new MP3, we send it to something called Basic Pitch, which is made by Spotify. And it transforms sounds, so waves of sounds, technically binary, but whatever. So it transforms waves of sounds into a MIDI file. MIDI file is like notes on so this is a MIDI file on a software to play music. If you play this with the correct instruments,
I heard basic bitch Lamau.
no basic pitch. Lauren, come on, the basic bitch. Basic pitch, like Princess Pitch. Cool. Turns it into a MIDI file, and the MIDI file is like notes and like pitch, volume, and stuff that could be played on a synthesizer. Okay, so synthesizer, which is literally a piano but like electronic piano. I'm not good with synthesizer, I guess, something like this. I'm not good with sound, with music, so this is just my understanding of how it works, what I code it that at least. So you get like black notes, white notes, but it's a synthesizer, produce electronic sounds. And if you play this MIDI file through the synthesizer, you would get basically that thing we created. But the thing that is cool is that you, on a synthesizer, you can pick the sound. So I can give him the sound of a flute as what they called a SF2 file, what is called a sound font. And you use that font as you would use like a typing font. So every time you type a note, it's going to be played using the sound font, so the flute sound font. And the MP3 you get out of this is what my code generates. Isn't it pretty cool? Isn't it like sick? Personally, I like it a lot. If you guys have any songs you want to hear through the tool, let me know. We're going to try them. Let me think of a song, though, so I can demonstrate the prowess it's able to. Nah. Okay, why not? Nah. No. I don't know what song to play though. If you guys have any ideas. It's gonna be nightmarish. Same. A lot of like succeeding notes. Not sure it's gonna work well. No. What am I even listening at? Okay. Just one cool song. Has. Oh, I know. I got this in my mind since a long time. So I'd love to use that one. Which is... Okay, so now you guys should be able to hear my computer sound. And we're looking for... Right there. Right there. Yes. There, looking at the window. Distance waiting on my life. Someday. Okay, cool. Now, all we gotta do, just place the URL right there into the YouTube text. Right. On a thunder, right there, on a thunder. I just want to change one thing, which is to drop down. Okay, that's the whole thing I wanted to change. Okay, so if we play this, it's gonna load for a while. Not for a very long time though, so it should be fine. So it's downloading a web page, downloading a bunch of API stuff, but we get this and we do destination audio.mp3 right there and done. And so now that we have the audio.mp3, it's gonna separate the sources. So if we listen through this, 3 minutes. I was sitting right there looking out the window. The distance with on my life. Yep. Okay, that's really good. So it's separating the sources. That could take, not gonna lie to you guys, quite a while. Let's dissect the code in the meantime. So I'm using a library module called YouTube DLP, which allows me to download stuff. Really cool. Importing OS, which once again a module to deal with like file system and like OS in general. And Nmix. Nmix is a code right there that we're gonna go through later on. So I define the YouTube text as being like YouTube text, and then I try and see if it exists. If it exists, then I read from the YouTube text. Otherwise, I use this predetermined URL, which leads to some songs. I remove .startradio1, trying to get rid of like radio and having multiple, but it doesn't work quite well. I need to look into that more deeply because like my issue is when you get this URL, you get end list and start radio, and so like it's gonna start downloading all the music in that radio, which is here, and there is quite a lot of them, and we don't want to download all of them for sure. It's very painful because like it's like default YouTube behavior right there, but whatever. So yeah, and then I use YouTube download stuff. Am I? Yes. By defining what extension do I want, stuff like this. And then I download it straight up. Once I'm done downloading, I define the script directory being the absolute path of the current directory in which the youtube.py file is, just so I know where I'm working with, and I can give like absolute path to the comments without it crashing out and like not understanding what I want to do. I define therefore input path for audio.mp3 and output directory for where it needs to store all the separated files, and then I use Unmix. Let's dive into Unmix real quick. Unmix uses Python Torch, subprocess, and Demux. Demux is something developed by a guy working at the time at, I don't want to say something wrong, but Facebook. And they developed this entire thing to separate audio, which is pretty cool. So we are using the audio split. When we're using the audio split, then we create a directory where the directory is, trying to set it to CUDA, but if it's not available, then defaults to CPU. We load the model of Demux. Essentially, we read and separate using Torch. I don't want to go too much into detail, but like we use the model to like separate the vocals into the different stems: vocal, drum, bass, and other. I said vocal, singer, drums, kicks, bass, low frequency bass sounds, and then other, which is all the rest. If we have a look, and then it saves it into different MP3. The reason for it to save into different MP3 is quite simple, is because I like to do iteration with main. And main is the entire part of like, once you get the audio file, transform it into flute sounds. I like to like iterate around it. And to do iteration quickly, I need to not go through the process of separating. I use so. It takes quite a while to separate them, but main is pretty fast. And so it's faster to combine different MP3 sounds than it is to separate the MP3 sounds altogether. If we have a look at separated, I get bass. Let's get into other first. And you see the guitar playing. Dum, da, dum, dum. Then the vocals.
I was sitting right there looking out the window, trying to keep the day from losing all my life.
There's not like just the vocals. You can still hear a little bit of the guitar, bass, and stuff, but I still think it does a pretty good job. So at the beginning, there's barely anything. You guys can't hear shit at all. See? Just like low sounds. That would be impossible to match with like, what do you call it? A flute. Flute doesn't do sounds like this. And drums. Yep. That's good. So altogether, we get them all separated. Then goes main. I'm gonna launch main while I'm talking about it, just so it goes through. But we do the same thing by defining a bunch of like path to the MIDI file, WAV file, script path, etc., etc. Then we unmix combine. Instead of like separating them, which was a very complicated stuff, unmix combine is fairly simple because it uses the names, and based on the names, it combines the different MP3 files into one, essentially, and turns them into a convert MP3 because it does it in WAV and then converts it into MP3. MP3 files are much like lighter, which I'm trying to get through them all to be the lightest as possible. So we end up with audio no drums. Call it that way. Not going to change it for now, but not a good naming convention. I agree with that. So this is what Unmix does. Octave is to pitch up or down the entire like notes, which I'm not doing right here. Then it's the entire basic pitch stuff, which is like trying to guess which notes are which. So this is what this is. Defining a bunch of parameters, noting down whatever they are. And then a bunch of functions that are quite interesting in my opinion. So first we do clean MIDI. So we take the MIDI file and using Mido, which allows us to modify the MIDI file, we go through the entire track, getting the mid tracks, which give us, so the track give us like separated notes. So, sorry, it gives us the different channels, I think, and from the channels we get the notes. So if the note is on, then we remove the quiet ones. If the velocity is too low or the note is too low in pitch, then we remove it. And if we decided to change the octave, then we would apply the octave to this, essentially. I think that's it. Yeah, and then we copy the new note to the note, and we, yeah, you get me. Then we save the MIDI file. Once we're done cleaning the MIDI file, we convert the MIDI to audio. So we use something called Fluid Synths, which is open source to be able to modify MIDI files and turn them through programmation into sound files. Really great. Get a bunch of parameters to play around with. Once this is done, then we use it to convert the WAV file back into MP3 for it to be as light as possible. So reminder, the music sounded like this. Right there, looking at the window, distance below my life. Okay, and the flute sounds. It's not the best, but I was looking at the window. All my life. On the side of wind. I don't know. I find it pretty cool. Personally, I find it cool. It's stupid. It all runs on the computer, takes a while to compute because of the separation stuff. It's a lot worse when you don't do the separation. The separation...
I was sitting right there looking at
the window, the distant, my life. But as you can hear, there's no like drums, there's no bass to that.
I keep seeing you still walking out if the woods looking back at me.
I need to find a better way to clean the MIDI file. I need to understand better how it works, how it looks. I got the MIDI file right there. So in output, there is like audio, no drums, basic pitch. Maybe. I don't have like audio file, so DAW. I know what DAW. Software. What does that stand for? Okay, GarageBand and stuff like this. Waveform free audio. Is it good software? Is that a good software? I don't like websites that doing this. Okay, maybe I do that in the upcoming days. But that's it. I need to understand better how like waveform and MIDI file work to understand better what needs to be automated and what needs to get out and what needs to be modified and stuff like this. But I think like I'm on a good track to make this entire thing work. that's my point of view. I don't know what you guys think about it. I think it's pretty fun. Let me put down some music though. Yeah, cool. But yeah, that's it. So I was having a lot of fun. Hope you liked it. What a live stream it was. Crazy. I'm pretty glad about everything we've done today. It was something I really wanted to do for a while, and being able to do it was pretty cool. Yeah. Open to any suggestion you guys would have. I hope to hear from you whenever. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you a lot for everyone that's participated and sent a message. Very appreciated. Have a nice evening. Have a nice weekend. Hope you had a great weekend. So yeah. Maybe the song is a bit strong though. So yeah, have a nice weekend, have a nice night. Very happy about how the stream went. Very glad that it didn't crash out or anything. That was good. Yeah. Okay. Have a nice night, everybody. Have a nice weekend. I hope to see you guys this week, during this week, to do more shenanigans, like coding some crazy stuff or something else. It was pretty fun to play that card game. Maybe we have like another try to go into the week 2. Could be fun. Could be very fun to do something like this. We had like a crazy deck. I liked it very much.